Alright guys, it's Zero here. We're going to be going over the best character in the game today. Ulquiorra Cifer. So pretty much, if you guys didn't know, this is my favorite character. This is going to be the first character I pick up when the game comes out. And I definitely will be having content of that whenever the game comes out of Ulquiorra gameplay. Um, I've probably watched this 10, 15 times. I'm going to break all of this down as well as go to the website for Bleach Rebirth of Souls and go over the additional moves that they did not show in this trailer, which it really isn't anything. It's just a different version of Isero, but we'll get into that. So let's start it. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Yeah, that's that boy. Bruh, just like, how is he not the coolest character in the game? Like, his fencing moveset in, like, his first form is kind of sick. So, signature move is Sero, a move that sacrifices his own Reishi to release a powerful blast in front of him. In addition to increasing combo damage, it can be used in a wide range of ways, such as covering gaps in attacks and destroying opponents' counterattacks. So, this costs health. This is one of the only signature moves that I know in the game that cost anything. But from the gameplay that they dropped, his Ceros are really strong. Now, I do wonder what they mean when they say increases combo damage. I wonder if they mean just like after a auto combo, he can use it to increase damage, or the more that you land it, he increases combo damage. Um, the thing that's interesting about his Zero is that it has other properties that no one really talks about, like covering gaps in his attacks. So it seems like every character is going to have gaps in their attacks, ways to make them whiff, and also destroying opponents' counterattacks. So in particular, I'm thinking of characters like Kenpachi. Like, is this a counter to his counter? Or characters like most of the Soul Reapers in this game have some form of counter. I know Byakuya does. Yoroichi has a lot of counters. I wonder, is this like a direct counter to all of those moves? Which it sounds like it will be, but there's no way to know until we get hands on, right? All right, it's so cool, dude. All right, so spiritual pressure move one, instant regeneration, a move that gradually restores Reishi over time. This ability can be accelerated by holding down the input. Now, if you notice, it this is fast enough that you can get it off right after a Cero. A Cero. I hope I'm saying that right. So pretty much the health that you lose from a Cero, you can get it right back if you have enough spiritual pressure gauge to do this move, right? And I don't think they did this in the trailer. I meant not the trailer, the gameplay that they dropped at Jump Festa. I don't think I seen that in his moves at all during that gameplay. But it's definitely interesting because now it's like you're trading resources for resources, right? Like, he's trading spiritual pressure for health and pretty much his Cero for health. So that's definitely going to be interesting. Um, and of course, he's one of the only characters in the game that has two awakenings. So let's look at the first one here, Murcielago. All right, so his awakening. Ulquiorra's performance is enhanced by releasing Murcielago with Resurrection. The amount of spiritual power Ulquiorra acquires is dramatically increased, making it easier to take advantage of his spiritual pressure move. So, pretty much, with the increased spiritual power that he's going to get, you're going to be able to do more of his second Cero, which is really strong, and his instant regeneration. Now, I don't know if his moveset changes in either one of these awakenings, like if either of his spiritual moves change. I don't think so because we just got gameplay of him and I didn't see anything that looked different, like any spiritual moves. Um, but pretty much it's he's going to be able to constantly regenerate in this state once his spiritual power is going up more, right? So let's keep watching, and of course his attack strings change in both states, right? His Cero changes colors. And if you haven't seen it yet, go check out my other video covering the gameplay that they just dropped. It does so much fucking damage. And of course, you get his Segunda Etapa, his second form, right? So from the gameplay that they dropped, it doesn't take that much of your health to do a Cero. Like it really doesn't. It takes a good amount. I'd say maybe around. I've seen someone in the comments say this, maybe around like 10%, and that seems like about an accurate number. Um, like I said, I don't remember seeing how much you gain back from his spiritual pressure move one, but I'd assume it's more than 10%. But that's just an assumption. Like, there's no way they put that move in there and it heals you less than the Cero takes away, right? Now, the only move that they didn't cover is this is his Void Flash, which is basically a Cero. So he has a second Cero. That's his spiritual technique two. Um, it consumes your health bar and it also consumes the spiritual pressure gauge, right? From what I could tell from his battle with Ichigo at Jump Festa, this takes about 30 to 40% health on its own. I don't know how much that would scale if you did it in a combo, but like just on its own, it looked like it took 30 to 40% health. Now, I do believe he was oh, he might have been Segunda Etapa when he did it, so I don't know if that contributed to it. But let's read it. By consuming spiritual power and spiritual particles, it can release a powerful hollow flash, aka a Cero. It is an enhanced version of the unique technique and can be used in the same way, but it can also be activated in succession from the unique technique to produce high combo damage. So basically, what that is saying there is that if you land the first Cero, you can follow that up with a second Cero directly after, right? And I can imagine that you would probably get so much damage off of this. I feel like I said, this is gonna be the first character I play. I feel like he could be annoying if he's like constantly regenerating, right? He's constantly regenerating. If he hits you, he can get two Ceros off, and it's gonna probably do 30 to 40% health. So I could see him being like a really heavy hitting character with a lot of longevity because he's constantly healing himself, right? But pretty much that's all I have for Ulquiorra right now. If you want to see me talk about him some more or any of the other characters, like I said, go check out the gameplay video that I dropped about 2 or 3 days ago that came out at Jump Festa. I go over a couple of those fights as well as some things that you may have missed. But that is all for this video. Whenever the game comes out, definitely check back in. I will have videos and gameplay of him going up. But thank you guys for watching. It's Zero here, and I'm out.